Hi. So today we're going to be making some lemon bars for my mother-in-law's birthday. Today's her birthday. I'm not sure if she's coming over to get the kids off the bus, but either way, we're gonna make something for her and we're gonna kind of chat because I haven't posted anything in like a year. So what's been going on, right? So today we're gonna make these. I just bought like the store-bought Krusty's Meyer lemon bar mix. I'm pretty sure I could probably find a recipe to make this from scratch, but this is what's easy and this is what I have time for today. So all you need to do is, let's see, you get a third a cup of water, 3 eggs, 3 tablespoons of butter melted, which I have in this bowl right here. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I've got my 8 by 8 inch baking pan. It tells me that I need to grease the sides and the bottom, but I'm just going to use parchment paper because I just feel like doing that. Let's see, we're going to whisk together the eggs with the lemon filling, set it aside, and then we're going to stir the crust mix in melted butter until a crumbly dough forms. Press the dough evenly into the bottom of the pan and bake for 12 to 14 minutes. Then we'll put the mixture over the hot crust and bake it for another 24 to 26 minutes. So we're going to follow the directions and put the mix and the eggs in here first. So, but yeah, I haven't been posting anything probably for like a year. I did try to record some stuff. I was doing like a series about like shopping for groceries once a month and then showing you all the meals that I was making with everything. But honestly, we got so busy that I wasn't able to record consistently. So it just kind of fell apart. And I did try to record and really be good about filming, but honestly, life just got to us. We had the holidays, we had birthdays, we had the end of school, we had summer. I mean, it's just been absolutely insane. And we usually get a bit of a lull in our schedule, usually like in March and April, and then it picks back up again in May when we have a ton of birthdays, and then we get into summer camp, summer plans. Like our calendar fills up so fast with just getting together with friends and vacations and stuff. And then before you know it, it's back to school, holidays are coming around again, and we do the whole thing all over again. But yeah. So I did try, like I said, I did try to get some stuff filmed, but it just didn't work out. But we have some fun stuff coming up. And you know, so many people have asked me, they're like, you haven't posted in a while. We haven't seen you post anything. Like a lot of like friends and family. And I'm like, you know what? I didn't realize people actually missed it so much. So I'm like, you know what? I'll get back to it. Try to be better about it. You know, sometimes life just gets busy. We did just celebrate Colin's 10th birthday party. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how fast the time flies by. I feel like it was just yesterday that he was coming home from the hospital. But yeah, 10 years old, and he decided that this year, both of my kids, they decided that instead of doing a birthday party, like a traditional birthday party, they wanted a guest day. And it works out so much better because I feel like you spend so much money on kids' birthday parties, and you know, it's just like one day, and sometimes they don't even remember what they did. I remember we were in the car going somewhere. It was like over the summer. And I was like, Colin, I was like, do you remember like all of your birthday parties, like what we did, you know, who came to these parties, what you got, what the theme was? And he's like, honestly, Mom, I can't remember. Like, we couldn't really remember a lot of the parties. And we had really nice parties for him, and he had all his friends, and he enjoyed himself. But for whatever reason, he's like, yeah, no, I just don't remember. And it just goes to show that you put in all this like work and effort for these parties for the kids when they're like younger, and they don't really, I don't know, they don't really remember them. But both kids wanted a yes day. So G's birthday is in February. So for her birthday, we went to an aquarium, and then what else did we went to get sushi because she loves sushi. We spent the day, we did a little bit of shopping. We went and there's like this local bakery around us, and they have like really cool desserts. So we went and we let her pick out a bunch of desserts that she wanted instead of like, like the traditional birthday cake. So we did that. And then it was also the night of the planet parade when you were supposedly able to see all of the planets in the sky. I think you needed a telescope, but you were able to see all of the planets. So we went out into our little driveway and we did a dance party while we were looking for these planets. Then we watched a movie when we got inside, and it was like she had the best day ever. And one thing that I do for my kids is on their birthday, and I did it once, and they love it, and they ask me to do it all the time, is I decorate their door. The first time I did it, I had some like leftover supplies from a birthday party that we had thrown. It was like a bigger birthday party. I think it was for my dad or my mom, either way. So I just took like the streamers and the fairy lights and I just hung them up on the door, and it has become their favorite thing. Every year they're like, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do. So I do that, and it's just, I don't know, it's one of those fun little things that they always remember. It's like so funny, the things that like kids remember, right? You think that they're gonna remember like certain things, like certain like birthday parties or whatever. No. But anyways, for Colin's birthday, all he wanted to do was hang out with the family. We went, and he loves Subway, so we got him Subway for lunch, and he ended up getting a sandwich for dinner as well. So we did that. We went and we painted pottery, which was kind of fun, we got ice cream. So he loved that. He loves ice cream. And we watched some movies at home, and we just hung out as a family. We played some card games, which we're really into playing Exploding Kittens. If you don't know what that game is, you should go play it. It's so much fun. Whenever we play it, like Gianna and I play it almost every night. And it's actually really funny when we all play it as a family, because then alliances start to form. So there are certain cards that like she really, really likes, and she gets upset if she doesn't get it. Well, not like upset, but she really likes certain cards. So she'll try and like, make alliances so that she gets all these cards, and she's actually really good at that game, and she wins most of the time. But been playing that. We're playing card games. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. For Colin's yesterday, we also had a family party. So my parents, my husband's parents, and our brothers came over. My niece and nephew were there, and it was just a good time. Had some cake, put some trick candles in it. Those are always a good time. And yeah, it's pretty simple. But that's kind of what we've been up to. Can't believe that school year's almost over. We're planning another vacation for this year. We plan to go to Universal. We're big Harry Potter fans in this family. At least I am. And a fun fact, before Colin was born, my husband and I actually planned a trip to go to Universal. We were like, oh, we're going to do it. Harry Potter. And it was great. And then I got pregnant with Colin. And by the time we were able to like plan the trip, it would have been too late for me to actually travel. So we never got to go. So this is that trip that I've been looking forward to. So we're really excited about that. do like at least one family trip a year. You know, just kind of let loose a little bit, enjoy the time together. Although we do spend a lot of time together as a family. The kids like to be home. I mean, they were kind of, I don't know, I want to say when they're younger, like especially Gianna, like during COVID is when they were like playing and learning and doing all things. It's not like they were like babies or they were older, where they knew a time before then. So that's kind of like, you know, their norm, hanging out with us. And yeah. So let's see. Press dough even. Okay, so I think I pressed this thing in properly. I mean, it looks like it's in there pretty good. I don't want it to be too crumbly. Okay, get it all off the spatula. And since my oven is preheated, I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in there for, what does it say? 12 to 14 minutes. We'll do 12 minutes and then we'll come back. I've got the lemon mix just kind of sitting here. So that thing has about, I don't know, like 20 seconds left on it. And then we are going to pour in our lemon mixture and pop that back into the oven to bake for another 24 to 26 minutes. So that's where we're at right now. Oh, there goes my timer. Let's see. Okay. I absolutely love anything lemon. So this is actually right up my alley too. Here we go. Put that down. So funny, I was just teaching, so Gianna's been making banana bread like it is her job. She loves to do it. She actually knows how to do it. We got a recipe from one of our friends and it is by far her favorite recipe. So we're working on her reading the recipe and like actually like measuring things out on her own. And she did really well yesterday. And I also taught her to about like oven safety because she wanted to put everything in the oven and do it all herself. She already knows how to like set the temperature on the oven and knows when it gets to temp. So we went over oven safety yesterday and she was able to put her banana bread that she made it into the oven all by herself. So we were talking about how the outside of the oven is cool, but the inside of the oven and everything on the inside is hot. So she has to be very careful. We talked about kind of like going in from the side, pulling out the rack that's in there to make it a little easier to get things in and out. And let me tell you, she did amazing. She is my little sous chef. She always likes to be in the kitchen and baking and cooking. I told Colin, I said, hey, you should probably learn some of this stuff because when you get older and move out and are on your own, you're going to need to know how to cook. He's like, oh, no, it's okay. Gianna will live with me and I'll just have her cook. And I'm like, I don't know about that, kiddo. So my brother is actually a really, really, really good cook. I think I've mentioned that on here before. He's always been a really good cook, though. He is the type of person that can just get a bunch of ingredients and just throw them together. And everything that he makes turns out absolutely delicious. I kind of need a recipe or something, and I use it as a guideline. Like I'll follow the recipe the first time I make something. And then after that, I'm like, oh, okay, let's just eyeball this, eyeball that, substitute this, substitute that. But like to start out, I kind of need a recipe. Him and my mom, they're able to just kind of throw things together. It's quite impressive. I need another. another oven mitt here, and then let's get this back into the oven. Okay. Do not want to spill this. Okay, that's going in, what did we say, 24 minutes? 24 minutes. Perfect. Yeah, my mom and I, we actually went to a cooking class last month, and it was like a French cuisine cooking class. We had so much fun. We made duck confit. What else did we make? We did duck confit, a cassoulet, a Grand Marnier soufflés, and some bread, and it just, everything was so good. So we're actually doing another class in a couple of weeks. I think it's actually maybe it's next Monday. Anyways, we're doing a filled pasta class. And I don't know if I've ever mentioned on here, but I've wanted to make my own pasta for so long. I hear it is so easy to do. So I'm extremely excited to take this class, and who better to do it with than my mom? You know, we have a good time. We were laughing, we were joking around, we had some great food. It was wonderful. And it's so much nicer than just doing the typical, okay, let's go to dinner. Okay, let's go, like window shopping or something. It's just something different. And I loved that. And she was really nervous when we first got to the class because she's like, what if I mess up? I'm like, it's cooking. You're not going to mess up. Like, everything is going to come out great. Nobody is expected to be a professional except for the teacher who was a chef. So yeah, but definitely want to do more things like that. I'm actually going out to dinner tonight with a bunch of my friends. I feel like it's been so long since we've all gotten to catch up, and what I would really love to do, and I just have to be like, somebody has to hold me accountable because otherwise life gets busy and it doesn't happen. But I want to set up something like kind of like a book club, but for like socializing, like just pick one day every month that we all get together, and we can either, like people could either come or not come depending on your schedule. And we can either do like go to axe throwing or dinner or do a cooking class or just something, so that, you're just spending like quality time with your friends. And it's something to look forward to every month. So I'm going to kind of pitch that idea tonight and see how it goes. But yeah, anyways, in about 24 minutes, I'm going to pull those lemon bars out of the oven and let them cool. Hopefully my mother-in-law comes over today and enjoys these lemon bars because, like I said, she loves lemon. So I think it'll be a nice little treat for her. We got about a minute or less than a minute left on these lemon bars, and as soon as they're done, I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to let them cool. And I think what I might do, like right before we go to eat these, I think I'll dust them with some powdered sugar. And that's what it looks like on the box, and it looks kind of good, right? I don't have any berries to put on it today, but there's also a recipe here for a lemon fluff bars with a marshmallow meringue. That looks good too, but we're not going to go and do all that. I think I might just dust it with the powdered sugar once it cools. Probably let it sit out for a little bit and then put it in the fridge. There goes my timer. Smells good. I'm not sure if it's supposed to like look kind of like browned on top. You know what? Let me do this. Not sure if it's supposed to look browned on top, but I don't know. As long as it tastes good, I think we'll be okay. But yeah, anyways, we made some lemon bars. We caught up a little bit, and that's all I got. Like I said, I'm going to try to be much, much better about recording and uploading videos. Unfortunately, life does get busy. Work has been extremely busy, so I don't really have a lot of free time during the day to kind of do a lot of this stuff. Everything that I pretty much record, I just kind of put it all together and upload it. I don't do much editing. So definitely bear with me. If there's anything that you want to see, let me know. I can also take you along for like walks when I go or just life in general. I don't mind doing that. So anyways, thanks for being patient and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.